Counting down the top 5 stocks for UK investment in 2021. At number 5, we have a solid growth company that has outperformed the Nasdaq for most years in its history. Created in 1984, which was clearly a stellar year, Ashtead Group is an equipment hire company that has constantly expanded the business, finding new revenue avenues as well as taking over the competition. Not only is Ashtead going to benefit from a post-pandemic boom, but also will be likely to be able to take over smaller competitors for cheap, or watch them crash and burn while taking their extra valuable market share. Ashtead is one of the market leaders in the UK, Canada and the US, but with still only a small percentage of the overall market share, there is significant space for expansion within all key markets for the Ashtead Group. At number 4, we have a high street retailer who has still managed to grow their business despite the global pandemic. Pushing forward into the digital world, JD Sports has secured a strong foothold as a global retailer for sporting fashion. With consecutive year-on-year growth, consistent competitor and complementary business acquisitions, and of course entry into new market. An expert on acquiring associated companies, skimming off the fat, then combining administration and supply to maximise the profitability of these businesses. JD Sports looks set to continue its considerable growth plans and will likely hit £10 billion in revenue in the next 1 to 2 years, and most likely its market cap will not be far behind. At number 3, we have a robotics company masquerading as a supermarket. Ocado Group is best known for being an online supermarket in the UK. However, in reality, the online retail element of the business is simply a proof of concept, proving to supermarkets worldwide that the technology is being built and developed by the Ocado Group is not only market leading, but also cuts costs, amplifies efficiency, and increases profit. Ocado Group has also an equally smart business model that increases with demand. Therefore, the more successful the customer using the Ocado system, the more they pay Ocado Group. This means that the significant partnerships with global supermarket chains globally will continue to reap considerable and fast-growing profits as people continue their shift onto online shopping. Ocado hit a road bump this year when it reached capacity and was unable to take on any new customers. However, rapid expansion with new warehouses will not only help the increased demand, but will also allow the company to continue to develop new technologies, prove concepts, and road test product further. At number 2, we have the investment fund that just keeps giving. The Scottish Mortgage Trust, or the SMT, has investments in companies ranging from Tesla and SpaceX all the way through to HelloFresh and Epic Games. This diverse global investment fund is invested in some of the stars of the last few years, along with some of the big players of the future. The diversity of investment allows lower volatility in share price and lower risk, in my opinion. For the last few years, this fund has outperformed the Nasdaq, considerably so in 2020. At number 1, we have the maker of fantasy miniatures that has the potential to leverage its significant IP and grow a strong global fantasy brand. The IP of this brand gives Games Workshop the potential to reach mainstream audiences in the same league as Star Wars, Star Trek and Lord of the Rings. This has been made possible in recent years with a cultural shift within the management team. Firstly, the core business was reborn. Then, the strategic license partnerships were improved dramatically, pumping out computer games in a whole new league, bringing many new customers into the fantasy world. Action figures are also being used to help crack into the market in China. Meanwhile, in the dark depths of the Adeptus Mechanicus, they are working on a TV series that could be exactly what is needed to push Games Workshop into the mainstream in a big way. Now, those of you that follow me will be aware that my strategy is to pick the very top stocks, and normally I have a very small portfolio. So even of this list, I only actually have two considerable positions within my portfolio of SMT and Games Workshop. I have a much smaller position in Ocado. The other two, although I think they are great stocks, are not part of my portfolio. Now don't get me wrong, I don't have any other UK stocks. The only UK stocks I have are SMT, Games Workshop and Ocado. So these are my top 5. It's just I prefer to focus on the ones that I know are going to win the most. Now let me know what you think of the format of this video, and if you think I should do more like it, make sure to comment below. Don't forget to make sure to click like and of course subscribe if you haven't already for more content. I make videos very regularly, and so I'll see you in my next video, and thanks for watching.